should be coming up there right away. Go live. There we go. Boy, we got a lot of noise in the background today, let me tell you. Now I'm going to pull everybody up over here on my side so I can see everything. Bloop. Hey, there we are. Who's that handsome guy? And we'll go into YouTube so I can see your comments over there. There's no excuse for you, Frank.
You made it how often I have that conversation.
Pull the chat out here so I can pop out chat. And bring that chat back up. There we go. So now I can see everybody's chat. Daniel Wright, good afternoon, sir.
Okay.
Everything's going. So we got Daniel Wright with us today. Today I'm talking about the future of the show. We have Fred Kaz over on Facebook. Hello, Fred. We are going to announce the winner of the Maker Coin contest. We're going to give you a sneak peek into some things that are coming on the next contest. Mark Brennan, Happy New Year to you as well. I see you're over on YouTube. Chris Erickson, hello, sir. So we're going to get into a whole bunch of stuff today, and we'll talk a little bit about that in about 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes or so. I need to grab some things because we are getting really close to giving away a whole bunch of stuff. Yes, I'm walking in front of the camera. Should have had this stuff on my desk already. What's that? Now I'm going this way. What's that? No, it shouldn't. Yeah, that's because I fixed it. All right, so Morgan Pierce, hello. Facebook's lagging. I hate Facebook for the lag. I really do. So what do we got? We got this. We're going to bring her away. We're going to grab the poster because we're going to show that. And I'm going to show people what they get for when we reach the other stuff. Dun, dun, dun. I've got a lot of stuff to show you guys today, so we're going to go through that. I got to thank a good friend of mine for helping me through NDI, which is Network Device something or other. Couldn't get audio on Facebook. You should be able to get audio. Is there audio coming through? Okay. Well, we've got audio. Yes, Facebook is very unfun sometimes. Put that over here. We're going to be giving away a bunch of this stuff. I'm going to give away this stuff. We're giving away the R2-D2 stuff today. Oh, lots going on today. Just tons of stuff. Switch to my my phone camera for a second. Yeah, that's the NDI one. Switch that one. Switch that one for a second. This is just a preview of what you guys are going to see today. So now to mine. There we go. It's going to be very cool. Network device interface. Yes, thank you, Daniel. Network device interface. Morgan Pierce. Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome. This is our first show of 2018. Can you guys believe that? Our first show of 2018.
Live audio networks. Facebook is always crapping out.
Yeah, Facebook does crap out from time to time. We are going to have some fun stuff today. You guys have all seen the Coffee with Rich intro, I can only assume. I'm sure you have. We're actually going to be changing it very soon. I'm going to be filming a brand new opening for that. It's going to be similar, but it's going to be just a tad longer. And there'll be music behind it, finally. Yes, Facebook does like to crap out. I love Facebook for that. So we got 4 minutes to go. If you guys have any questions, this is a good time to ask. I'm happy to answer them. Before you start, can I suggest a topic for a later date? Well, okay, Fred's asking. A lesson on object of placement on the slicer bed. Okay, normally I install the object as it comes from Thingiverse. Okay, so I get what you're saying. You'd like me to go through placements on the bed when we talk about the different slicers. And we're going to get into that in a very future episode. And that's a great suggestion. I will talk about placement and how to orientate things properly. So everybody should be around. Morgan says he gets to work with them all day. So yes, we are going to do that, Fred. We're going to make sure that we have that. What else we got going on? We are going to be doing an upgrade already on the CR10 on Wednesday's show. I'm going to actually be recording that after we finish today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. Depends on what my day looks like today. But we're going to talk about giveaways because I want to start the year off right. So we're going to talk about a whole bunch of giveaways. So Daniel says, Daniel, I'm using vMix here. What are you using for your streaming? Let me know in the comments so I can we can talk a little bit about that at some point. Look at that. You guys can't see that very well, but that's the Micro Swiss upgrade for the CR10. Happy New Year, Mark Baker. Oh, you are using vMix. Okay, great. I have vMix HD, not the basic HD. I have the full HD. I haven't gone to the 4K because I don't film in 4K. I don't live stream in 4K. And most people out there right now, unless they've got the cash, don't have 4K anyway. And it's quite a bit of bandwidth when we get there. So HD is just fine for me. I mean, it allows me to bring in NDI sources and all kinds of great stuff. So I found some of my cards the other day, my micro SD cards. Derek's little guy had stuck them into the back of one of my keyboards.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Probably thought it was a great place.
Yeah. He said, you'll never lose them here. I couldn't find them. So we're about a minute away, and then we're going to get started, and we're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff today. Yeah, Daniel Wright, you and I should talk about vMix a little bit. Tom Sinclair is a good friend of mine. He's a retailer for vMix out of the U.S. He runs a Streaming Idiots site, so we'll talk a little bit about that. Maybe contact me on Facebook, and we'll do a private chat on Facebook. 28 seconds left. I almost said 28 minutes. Where is my mind today? I have no idea.
Well, we
Yeah,
Correct.
that could be correct. That could, you're right.
I'll stop you right at 28 minutes. It doesn't matter what
Yes, Tom's a very good guy. I've known him for many years.
you say. Here we go.
Hey, welcome to the First Layer, and this is Coffee with Rich. We do this every Monday and Friday, and we are going to continue to do it every Monday and Friday, and every Wednesday we're going to have a recorded show for you, and that is our mandate throughout the year. We've got a lot of things planned. Looking over at my big board, we've got Maker Cribs coming up in this year. We're going to show you how to paint, finish, and airbrush your models this year. We are also going to talk about different print projects. One coming up that I'm really kind of I don't know. I love the model. It's done great, but the model's just super creepy. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to do an R2-D2. We're going to do a Batman. We're going to do a camera slider. I'm going to show you guys how to make your own camera slider. Joshua West, good afternoon. Happy New Year to you, and Happy New Year to everybody that watches this show. I got to tell you guys, I'm super, super impressed. Did I even introduce myself today?
Yes, you did.
I did, okay.
Good job.
I didn't know if I introduced myself. And I'm just rambling on
There
today.
you go. There it is.
There it is. See,
There.
that's me down below. I'm your host on the show every 3 times a week. In any case, yes, we got a lot of things coming up. For many of you that were asking about the First Layer website, it is up. It is not finished yet, so please bear with me on that. We are going to work on that diligently. I tried to do as much as I could over the holidays, and family commitments and so on just got the best of me. We got a lot of contests to talk about going into this year. I want to thank you guys. We got, in the last 8 days since I posted the numbers on New Year's Eve, we have gone up by 28, I believe, subscribers in 1 week. I'm pretty happy about that over on Facebook or YouTube, and we've gone up another 20 members on our Facebook group. So thank you very much for tuning in and being a part of this. You guys, it's for you guys that I do this. Let's have a quick look. William Donald. Actually, I was just talking about you, William. William sent me the first print project that we're going to talk about this year. Probably next week on the live stream. Probably next Monday on the live stream we're going to talk about that. And it's creepy. It's very, very creepy. I even watched the movie that this character is from, and the movie's creepy. So it is the Christmas Pennywise. I know we're kind of late doing the Pennywise, but it's done very well. It's sculpted very well. So we're going to take that from print to paint to final finish. And we're going to do a little series on that and show you guys how that's done. Now, let's get into some contests. As you guys know, the contest for the Maker coin for the First Layer ended on Friday, which was the 5th of January. Everybody had till midnight to go and do that. We're going to switch now to my cell phone, which has a camera on it. There we go. You see, we have some coins here on the table. And although this is not an official entry, this one right here, this is Frank's Maker coin. I love it. It spins. He did my ghetto trick by using Sharpie to add the black.
Oh, you're going to say that?
Which is awesome because I love Sharpies. I think they're great. I always have a pocket. But unfortunately, Frank can't enter because Frank can get STLs from me of stuff that I have anytime he wants. So we're going to remove that one. Now, this one here is from Fred Kaz. And Fred Kaz has the logo on the back, as you guys can see. And then on it, he has the First Layer. Very nice. Then we got this one. Now, who sent me this one? Morgan Pierce, I believe, sent me this one. This has got to be Morgan. Pretty sure this is Morgan's. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. But anyway, this particular maker coin comes out really big on as an STL. It's huge, but I love it. But unfortunately, it didn't make the final. I love it though. It's great. We're going to add out of these. I'm going to make 2 color coasters out of these. Now he did these as a what's the word I'm looking for? He did these as a lithograph, so you can shine light through them. And anybody who saw this on the website or Facebook page noticed that he put a little light behind it. It actually looks great when you put a light behind it, and it's got the first layer all the way around the rear, which is very cool. But it's heavy. It's very heavy. But I think this is an awesome entry, but I want to use it as a coaster. And finally, from Chris Anderson, we have this guy. And this is a spinner. So it spins. It's got the logo on one side. Got the first layer on the other. On that. And he went through 3 iterations because I couldn't very well. And Chris Anderson is the winner of the R2D2 STLs from US Water Rockets. Unfortunately, those STLs are no longer available. Let's give Chris a big hand. He did a great job on that. You guys all did a great job. I think you guys did fabulous. I'm going to blow up Fred's, and I'm going to make it really big as well. I'm going to make it the size of my print bed. And then this one I'm going to make a whole bunch of coasters out of. So I may be giving some of these coasters away to you guys. So that might be another contest very soon. All right. So speaking of contests, we are up to 184 or 85 on YouTube. And I said when we hit 250, I was going to give away a whole bunch of goodies. And when we hit 250, we're going to start with the Ray bobblehead, whoever we draw for the 250 name. Now, everybody's name that is on Facebook and on YouTube is going to go into the pot, okay? You're going to get yourself the Ray bobblehead. You're going to get yourself one of these beautiful posters from Star Trek.
That's awesome.
And you are also going to receive a $50 gift certificate to Spool 3D. And you can spend that any way you like.
Feel free to just give that to me.
And Fred says you can, or Frank says you can give it to him. All the entries were great for the Maker Coin. Now moving on to our next big contest. Once we hit 250, I know we're almost there. We are going to go, our next step will be getting to 500. Once we reach 500, you're going to receive yourself, it's a whole Game of Thrones kind of deal. You'll receive Daenerys Targaryen. I hope I pronounced that right. You're going to receive this action figure along with a whole set of books from George R. Martin, and this is a Song of Fire and Ice, and it includes a Game of Thrones. So there's a Game of Thrones, a Clash of Kings, a Storm of Swords, a Feast of Crows, and a Dance with Dragons. So you're going to receive that as well. And I'm going to print one of these lovely 3D prints for you. And this one has to be painted yet because we had to do some fill-in on the chin. But I will be printing one of these to go along with that package for you guys. And that'll help. That'll be when we hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. All right, so there we go. We got all that stuff that we're giving away. And if I can talk to Spool 3D, we may be able to throw in another gift certificate. So we'll keep you up to date on that. Let's look at a couple of questions here. What do we got going on? Daniel says he loves that spinner. I do too. Great series and show from Mark Brennan. Thank you very much, Mark. And Art and Tech 3D. Good afternoon, sir. Art and Tech, I think, is fairly new here. I think he's one of our latest subscribers. And speaking of subscribing, now's the time I have to pay the bills. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Every time we go live or we update or upload a brand new episode, you'll get notified if you hit the bell notification. And we're going to do a whole, like I said, we're going to keep going with the contests. We're really trying to get to a good number. We're just 3,000 views, 3,000 plus views short of hitting 10,000 views for the channel already. And you guys, thank you, and thank you again and again and again. It amazes me that you guys actually want to sit and listen to the stuff that I have to say about 3D printing. If you can hear it in the background, we've got the moon lamp going. I've been printing that since Friday. I started it before I left on Friday, and it's only half done. So I'm going to be showing that off on Friday's show. We're going to put the lights in it on Friday, and we're going to have a base for it. You guys will get to see that. Now, coming up on Wednesday's show, we are going to install the Micro Swiss 300 degrees Celsius flexible friendly hot end kit for the CR10. In this kit, I'm going to go back to my desktop, my phone here for a second. There we go. In the kit, you get the tube, a bit of a, you get the block, you get a silicone sock, you get a nozzle, and you get yourself an Allen key and some other goodies. So we are going to install that on the show. So you guys will get a chance to see that. And you can go back to my camera now. And that should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that because it's the CR10 is a great machine. I've enjoyed using it. I think it's awesome. Art and Tech 3D says, you remember me. I try to remember everybody that's subscribed. I also try, so you guys know, I also try to subscribe to everybody's channel that has subscribed to the First Layer. Sometimes it's impossible, but other times, can't hear you when you're on your phone. Okay, so we're having issues with that when we move to the phone. Okay, well, we won't worry about that today. We'll fix that for the next one. But we are going to install this kit, and we're going to do that for the Wednesday show. On Friday, we are going to start, or on Friday, I'll be starting the print for Pennywise, and I'll take you through that as well. Maybe I'll film some footage that we can do. William Donald says almost time for monetization. It is almost time for monetization. Once we hit 10,000 views on YouTube, just to give you guys complete transparency, once we hit 10,000 views, YouTube reviews the channel. If they deem it able to be monetized, then I receive a couple of pennies from every 10 or 12 ads that play on the YouTube channel. It's not very much. You can't make a living off it, but I do hope that we will get into that so the channel can start supporting itself. Right now, every dime for this channel comes out of my pocket. So that's kind of the way that it goes there. I try to do as best I can. I know I said we were going to change the set. All of the set materials are still sitting at my house. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to change over the set, but we will. Phone's very laggy as well. Yes, I know that. I'm actually going to shut it off right now. We're not going to use the phone for the rest of the day. Art and Tech 3D. You know who that is? It's Not Yet Gigi. Not Yet Gigi. That's from Facebook. That's who that is. So Daniel says the audio switch to your phone audio when you make. Yes, I haven't worked that out. Morgan's asking me if I have a Patreon link. I do not have a Patreon link yet. I have been working on setting up Patreon. I'm a little hesitant to set up Patreon because I don't want you guys to feel like you have to donate or send money or anything like that to help the channel move forward. I think that it's the wrong message to send because Patreon, unless I'm going to do specific content for the Patreon subscribers, and that's a possibility. I may do some content just for the Patreon subscribers if we go the Patreon route. Once we hit, I think it's 1,000 subscribers, then it opens up Super Chat on or on YouTube. So we're looking at that a little bit too. What else can I say about it? Other than that, I may be opening up some merch in the near future. My wife has suggested that I do t-shirts. I've done t-shirts on other shows that we've done, that Cleveland Media Group has done. So I may open up merch like a t-shirt or hats, or you guys let me know what you'd like to see, maybe coffee mugs. Who knows? So that's kind of where we're at with that. If you guys would like to see merch, let me know, and I'll work on getting some merch. So William's saying, don't set up a Patreon, set up a donate link on your website. Also make a special section of your website for anyone that donates. That's actually a really good idea, and that kind of goes along with the Patreon. I've got a few friends that have different channels out there, and those channels, they monetize those channels through offering exclusive content to members, and those are paid members of their website. So we might start doing some exclusive content. I know over in my other part of my life where I do video and I do audio and lighting and photography, I am going to be putting up on my own personal site, which is richardclevelandonline.com. I know I'm going to be putting up some of my courses, which will be available for sale. The first course that's going up is a course that I teach here locally twice a year on lighting. It's the fundamentals of lighting, both for video and photography. I'll be putting that up there, and that will be something that will be, you can purchase that course or whatever you like. Nice quality cap would be cool, Mark Brennan saying. So that's actually pretty cool. Okay, is there such a thing as an STL checker, Fred's asking. I know in S3D you can see the layers and steps, but is there any program that might show any faults which could mess up the print? Geez, I don't know about that, but that, what's that?
In Mesh Mixer, there's a...
In Mesh Mixer?
Yeah, there's a lot of functions in Mesh Mixer. It's actually pretty crazy, especially for a free program, but you can go into the inspector and inspect your model.
Okay.
And then in that inspector, you can go ahead and fix cracks, you can fix meshes, you can
Gotcha.
fix triangles.
Gotcha.
You can do it either automatically, or you can go in and actually fix triangles individually.
So Mesh Mixer will allow you to fix models and go in and have a look at all the different meshes that are involved and all the triangles that are involved. So that's something.
I've heard about Make Printable website as well.
Morgan's saying he likes the background of the printing. It's very nice effect. Yeah, I normally don't have the printers running in here, but it's been running since Friday and it hasn't stopped. I changed the filament on it once already. We are doing the moon lamp, so we're going to finish that on Friday. I'm going to show you how to light that up on Friday as well. So I'm just kind of trying to keep an eye on the time here. So is there a website called Make Printable? William Donald says to Fred that there's a site called Make Printable. So there's something you might be able to want to check out. I'm just looking at, there we go. 3D printing repair tool. It is now in the chat on Facebook. Can you put that same one over in the chat on YouTube as well? That'd be great. There we go. It's in both chats now, so you guys can see that. Now, we do stream to Facebook, YouTube, and we are streaming to another one as well. It's kind of an experiment for me. I have started to up my social game. I've started to release photographs from my own personal stuff on what is that? Instagram. I'm learning a little bit more about social media as well. So as we go through the new year, we've got a lot of things planned for you guys. If you want to submit your makerspace, because you may not be in Calgary or close by, you can actually videotape yourself on your phone. You can use your phone. You can use, anything that allows you to get some decent audio and video. And you'll be able to send it to us either through email or I'll make a Dropbox available for those who'd like to send us a tour of their makerspace, because I really want to put you guys on the show and make it a part of this whole thing, because without you guys we don't have a show, plain and simple. So I want to give back to you guys, and I want you guys to show off your makerspaces. It doesn't matter if they're clean, because if they're clean, it means you're not doing anything. If they're dirty, that's what I want to see. And I think that's what viewers want to see as well. So go ahead. If you're not in the Calgary area and I can't get to you because you're not right around Calgary, then please submit your makerspace, because I really want to do the makerspaces. And I think we're going to call it Maker Cribs. I'm working on an intro for it and the whole 9 yards. So it'll be something that we put on our Wednesday pre-recorded shows. Our how-to series is going to be split up into several different things. We're going to talk about how to get your models, how to fix your models, how to print your models, how to get that perfect first layer. We're going to talk all about that stuff. And then we are going to move on to, well, once you've got it printed, now what do you do? Well, we have to finish it. So we're going to talk about finishing, sanding, priming, painting, that kind of thing. First thing I'm going to show you guys how to do is paint with a brush, because not everybody has an airbrush. And I'm going to show you some techniques that I used to use when I was doing miniatures for Games Workshop, when I was painting miniatures professionally for Games Workshop. I'm also going to be showing you how to go from a paintbrush into an airbrush and talk to you about the different airbrushes that are available, what kind of setup you need. And it's not really that expensive to get into airbrushing, and I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go. William's asking, videos or pictures? I would like video if I can get it. I will take pictures if I can't get video. And then the painting series is going to be several episodes long. So, because there's a lot to cover, there's everything from your basic paints, talking about painting, and getting into that sort of thing. Then we are going to, like I said, we're going to talk about different printer projects. I want to do Tom Sandelander's. I'm probably butchering his last name, but Tom 3D, or Tom's 3D. You guys probably have watched his channel. If you're watching mine, you've obviously watched his. Thomas is over in the UK, and he's a great 3D printing guy, but he did a camera slider a while ago, and I just happen to have my old one here. This is my old non-motorized camera slider. It's very inexpensive. It's only about, I don't know, 16, maybe 2 feet long. The problem with this one, though, is that this tray is very, very loose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be upgrading to make either this one a motorized slider, or I'm going to put it on a piece of 2040 V-notch extrusion. So this is another project we're gonna talk about in this year coming up. And we're gonna do more projects like that. We're gonna do more household items. We're gonna break it down a little bit more though. Useful household items. I watched a fella the other day who made a comment on the useful household items video that we did, and he actually put up a video of something that he had done for a metal cutting machine, and how all of the thing that he designed and printed on his printer catches all of the large particles of metal so they don't go back down and into his fluid barrel. So that was kind of cool. Oh, who else do I have to say hi? Hi, Jerry. Jerry's here. Wow. There he is, Jerry Knapp. Better late than never. But that being said, that pretty much rounds it out. You guys got any questions about or suggestions of stuff you want to hear or see? Am I going to print a wife? It's a decent household. Fred? If I printed another wife, I would be in very, very deep trouble, because my wife comes with a German temper. So yeah, she's part Russian, part German. Yeah, I don't I don't think I'll be printing another wife as a useful household item, but I'll print things that your wife can use as a useful household item. How's that? That's one of the best ones I've seen. Are you going to print a wife?
That's hilarious.
That's great. Okay, guys, until I see you again on Friday and you watch the show on Wednesday, which is all about upgrading the CR10, you guys have yourselves a great week, and hopefully you keep printing, keep posting. I love seeing all of the pictures and all of the questions on the Facebook group. It's amazing how big this community is starting to come and or become, and you guys are amazing, and that's all I can really say about that. So until I see you on Friday, have yourselves a great week and keep printing.